A lot can happen in 4 minutes.
So when you got
this is like a court thing.
When you got this, was there even if it's just a split second where you go, oh, really? Can we do this? Kind of thing?
Absolutely. Well, just only because I think both versions of the show are so successful and so iconic and so beloved, and for completely different reasons in a lot of ways. All the same heart, but obviously the original series a little more action-oriented and great fan base, and you want to serve them and do justice to those characters. And then with Go, very, very specific sense of humor and sense of comedy. And so I think the biggest challenge was like taking out someone else's Ferrari. It's like I wanted to see what it could do, but I want to get it back into the garage in one piece, not like drive it off the tracks. So it's like, there was definitely a wave of like, oh wow, okay. But it was fun to take on. An easy decision to jump in and get involved.
So the two shows have two different distinct styles.
Correct.
What were the challenges, or how'd you go about making it, matching them together and making it, obviously you want to make distinct, but compatible?
Well, we if you're referring to like the visually and the animation style, it's like we actually did our best to keep them looking and feeling different from each other visually, because I think that's what really makes it feel like the original Titans are from, I will give away, there's a little multiverse thing that goes on, and we wanted it to feel like the original Titans were from their world, which is a different world than the Go Titans. So in terms of the animation, we had a great studio Snipple that worked very hard with us and tackled a lot of things. My friend Mac Whiting was the animation director, and we really went in even with line quality, film grain touches, dropping frames here and there, anything we could do to kind of make the original Titans feel as original and close to themselves as possible. And we utilized a program called Harmony, where you can do traditional animation or you can make something look kind of Flash friendly as well. Yeah. And then story tonally, it's like I think that was one of the most fun parts, was having this odd couple situation where you have the original characters and their tactical seriousness and awareness, and the Go characters and their silliness and general disorganization and times of need, and pairing those together and seeing what happens is a lot of fun.
Obviously you have to play with the characters interacting with each other, but what were some of the challenges in a Teen Titans Go character, like say a Raven interacting with an OG character, say a Robin or something like along those lines, with them interacting with each other?
In terms of just how they would get along, and
yeah.
Like, they couldn't be like the two Robins couldn't share the same trailer. It was a big issue. No, I mean, it's funny. It was funny to be in the booth with the actors, and like some of them would go through one character, the original, and then they would switch to Go, and some of them would just ping back and forth and have a full-on conversation, and you believe that they're two different characters. But again, that was a lot of fun to lean into, like the contrast between the characters. And to be honest, part of what I'm most proud of, there are some genuinely heartfelt moments in the movie too. There's a lot of comedy, a lot of action, but particularly with the two Ravens, I feel like the Go Raven really actually takes a nice and solid lesson from the original Raven, and I find that to be one of my favorite scenes, actually. I remember when Tara recorded it, I felt like she was really dialed in, and she could feel that it was, kind of maybe a more full moment than some of the others, and they're all full moments, but more heartfelt moments. She really tackled that with a lot of enthusiasm. Yeah.
So there aren't a lot of there's a lot of original
as they would have to, right? I mean,
so there aren't a lot of older fans aren't a big fan of Go, because it's just kind of like they felt like it's a bit different series that they wanted. So how was it trying to do something to get those old fans to want to watch it, because they've been waiting for a new OG series?
Well, look, if you're a fan of the original, I feel like the original Titans in this movie are speaking for you, because you are seeing the Go Titans through their eyes, which is supposed to be like them. It's like they're doppelgangers, right? But they're so different and shorter and not as ready in critical situations. So I think there's a lot of fun comedy, and frankly, if I was a fan of the original series, I'd be very curious and hopefully very satisfied by seeing these Go Titans through the lens of those O3 Titans, because I feel like they kind of speak for those fans a little bit as they're observing them in action.
So did you feel like it was a bringing of two fandoms together, or did you kind of approach that differently?
Well, as far as overall, I think we just wanted to tell a great story where each version of the Titans and a few others got, not to give anything away, but they're not the only two versions of the Titans in the movie. I'll just say, but this is like bluntly given away in the trailer. But as far as bringing the fan bases, I think we just wanted to create something that anyone watching would enjoy, whether they're a fan of the original, fan of Go. And people draw this line of distinction, but there are fans of both versions of the shows. There's plenty of them. Yeah. So, but I think we wanted to make something that would appeal to all parties. I think anytime you're, as a filmmaker of whatever it is, whether it's an original property or a great IP like this, you always want to service everybody in the room as much as you can.
Because of this voice cast, did you feel you had a little more confidence because you knew they could pull it off and do both?
Oh yeah, it's an amazing cast, and they're so good. And it's funny. I mean, I've gotten to hear their voices for a long time. One of my favorite moments working on Teen Titans Go early on was.
You're done.
Are we done?
Yeah, you got to get on a golf
They're
cart
great
and go.
cast. They're awesome.
Yeah.
So yes, to answer your question.
Follow Head to the Green.